Lute, somebody who has become Nigeria's first individual champion in 13 years. That is talking about athletics. Talk about Imobong Nse Uko. Well, she is a girl from a riverine community, and she has been able to achieve greatness from helping her parents to catch crayfish and sell. Now she is a world champion, running a personal best of 51.55 seconds. She has won the gold medal at the Under 20 World Athletics Championship that's currently going on in Kenya. Team Nigeria doing very well, unlike what we saw at the Olympics. Already we've won 2 gold medals and as a bronze. That means that Nigeria is currently top of the medals table at the Under 20 World Athletics Championship. So well done to our girl. Usually the women, look at what happened at the Olympics. It was 2 women that won us the medals that we had. A silver in wrestling, won by Blessing Oborodudu, and then a bronze medal in a long jump, that's athletics, won by Ese Brume. And now, our 4x400 meters mixed relay team won the gold, and then we have a young girl winning us the gold medal in the 400 meters for the women. So, Nse Uko, congratulations. As I said, Team Nigeria doing very well. Paris Saint-Germain, they failed to win the French Ligue 1 title, but I believe that they have indicated their intentions firmly, and they are telling Lille and every other pretender that this is our title and we want it back. And you already know the players that they have acquired, including Lapuga Atomica, arguably the greatest footballer to ever lace his boot, Lionel Messi. He has not even played, but Paris Saint-Germain have won 2 consecutive games. So they are doing very well at the moment. The English Premier League back up strong. We'll be giving you details of what is going on. Liverpool, well, they faded badly last season. They said they were going to attack the title, and they ended up just embarrassing and themselves. Barely qualified for the Champions League. It was last couple of games that they really got going, and then we'll see what they do this season. But already they've won their first 2 matches. Earlier today, they were 2-0 winners in their match. So well done to them. Manchester City, they're also up and running after being shocked last time out by Tottenham Hotspur. So today, right now, they're playing against, well, albeit it's not a particularly strong side, Norwich City, but they are doing very well. So we'll be looking at everything that's happening in the ever-exciting world of sports on this show that we call Saturday Sports Fiesta. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Abracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. I've missed you guys. I was away on official assignment for a couple of days, but I'm back now. And CJ, the maestro, joins me on the show this afternoon. CJ, welcome. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Saliu. Welcome back after some days off. I must say, I think you've missed a lot. I mean, we've done so well for ourselves in the last few days in terms of the World Under 20 Athletics Championships currently ongoing in Kenya. Of course, we had a disappointing, relatively, you can say, I mean, if you look at the number of athletes we took to Tokyo, you can say we relatively had a disappointing outing. But then at the World Under 20 Championships in Nairobi, I think we have, somehow redeemed our image. I don't think we've gotten to day 5 already. We've gotten 2 gold medals and 1 bronze. So it says a lot of the future of Nigeria in terms of athletics. I think the future of Nigeria is in safe hands with the likes of Nzoko and of course Brume, the younger brother of Ese Brume. So a lot is expected of these young athletes who are doing Nigeria proud at the World Under 20 Championships in Kenya, which is of course for athletics. We've had our lows in the championship, but we've also had our highs as well. And it's also good that we must commend the new board of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, led by Torobo Kokoba. We understand that the World Athletics has recognized the Torobo Kokoba-led fashion of the AFN as the authentic body to lead athletics. We must also commend the sports minister, Sonny Dare, who has always continued to back these athletes. I saw a press release coming from his office a few days ago where one of our athletes did not perform well at this championship. And what he did was, he said, look, don't worry, just keep your shoulders up, don't drop your shoulder in any way. You're going to have many championships still to go for, and you can redeem yourself. And that's what we want to hear. It's not when we have competitions like this, we always look out for, win medals all the time. Sometimes we have some of these athletes, fall by the wayside. Someone has got to encourage them, and that's what the sports minister is doing. When we get a medal, he does praise the athletes, of course, praise the fantastic job the athletes are doing. And then when we fall by the wayside, you see him coming up to take full responsibility to say, don't worry, there will be a next time for you to go there and then do the nation proud. So above all, the last few days has been fruitful for Team Nigeria in Kenya, apart from one or two blips here and there, but then we've been able to somehow steady the ship, at least today.
Yeah. And right now, Nigeria top of the medal table, because earlier it was Nigeria and Jamaica, one gold, one bronze. But today, Nigeria just added another gold medal. So it is been a very good outing. And we still have hopes of winning medals in other events. Yeah, as I said, we won a bronze medal, and for Nseoko winning the gold. As I said, she's the first world champion in 13 years that Nigeria has produced. And we also got our first medal in javelin. It was achieved by Chinecherem Namdi, who claimed Nigeria's second medal of the competition, winning a bronze medal in javelin. It is the first time in an international event that Nigeria will be winning a medal in javelin.
Absolutely. Like I said before, I think what we need to do is just keep pushing these athletes, giving them the right support and ensuring that they are doing the right things. Because at this time, we can only look at ourselves and feel proud at this point in time. We have a couple of athletes who are going to fade away in the next 1 or 2 years. But then, that period, what are we going to be doing? The good news for us right now is that we have some athletes we can look at to say, okay, you guys can, of course, take up the mantle. Of course, at Tokyo 2020 Olympics, we were close to getting a medal in the javelin event. Sadly, we couldn't do it. But then, there is a young man, Chinechere Nnamdi, who, of course, somehow, during the qualifying process of getting to the final, he did so well for himself. He was, even at a point in time, tipped to even get a gold medal. But then, a medal is always a medal, even though we usually put the gold medal first before any other medal. But then the most important thing for some of these athletes is getting on the podium. They always refer to this person, they don't make the podium. It's because the person, they don't win a medal. So when you win a medal, you appear on the podium. So it's not just about, even if you can't lay your hands on the gold medal or the silver medal, try and lay your hands on the bronze medal. So that's what we got from Chinechere Nnamdi yesterday. He did so well for himself, did a couple of throws, and then decided to crown it up with his last throw, which came out pretty good for the young man.
Yeah, he was able to throw 74.48 meters to get that bronze medal. And we have a woman in the, a girl, I should say. Yeah. They are all under 20. A young girl. She's in the final. Rook Agadama. She leapt a distance of 6.06 meters to qualify for the final of the women's long jump. It's coming up tomorrow. And we know that in women's long jump in particular, we've done very well. One of the medals we won at the last Olympics, the bronze medal, was by Esther Brume in the long jump. And we also know that Blessing Okagbare won us a bronze medal at the Olympic Games, Beijing 2008 Olympics, which was later elevated to silver after positive dope test for one of the athletes. And then we also know that the first and so far only individual gold medal we have won at the Olympics was won by a woman, Chioma Ajunwa, in the long jump. So we have a strong history in long jump, even in men's long jump, although we've not won a medal at the Olympics, but people like Yusuf Ali have done great on the African continent. So we are really looking forward to Ruth Agadima doing great at the long jump event on Sunday. And for those that have won medals for us, we say thank you and congratulations. And we hope that those that are yet to win medals but who have got to the semi-final or finals of their event will do the country proud and win medals. So we are really excited at what is happening at the Under 20 World Championship. And we hope that this athletes will be well looked after because they are the future of Nigerian athletics. In fact, we are seeing the future of world athletics at the World Under-20 Championship that's taking place in Nairobi, Kenya. Although we saw some of them at the Olympic Games proper.
Favour Philly.
Yeah.
I think Imo Obong
Favour Philly was one of those that unfortunately could not
participate. I think Imo Obong also was there. I can't
but I'm even talking about the girls from is it Namibia now? Who the girl who won a silver medal in the 200 meters. She's there, doing well. That's the girl that had the testosterone issue. But she was, and her preferred race is the 400 meters, but she was told that she cannot compete from the 400 meters. She can only do the 100 and 200 meters. And then she went to the 200 meters at the Olympics and got a silver medal. And with her participating in the 200 meters at the Under-20 Championship, you expect that she's going to get the gold or maybe win a medal. All right, we'll come back to athletics, but for now, we've got to go on this quick break. We'll be right back.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
Hello, business owners and service providers. Your station of choice, KUFM 92.7 Benin City, is out with another bumper offer. Introducing KU Awoof Market. We are giving huge discounts on adverts at specific times of the day. That means you don't have any reason not to let the world know about your products and services. Cause no matter the size of your pocket, KUFM has got you covered. For inquiries, please call 0703-805-0243 or 0807-401-4147. Hurry now and take advantage of this wonderful offer to advertise your goods and services on KUFM at mouth-watering discounts. KU Awoof Market gives you massive exposure with the station's wide reach across its terrestrial and online platforms at lower rates. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Hey, say your body dey confirm with yo-yo bitters. You go dey wonder wetin e mean. Wetin e mean be say whether you dey take yo-yo bitters every day. Yo-yo bitters dey protection you against infections wey fit happen anytime. Na im be say you go dey take yo-yo bitters like food supplement abi medicine wey doctor give you. Na correct natural ingredients dey inside wey dey wash all yamayama. Ogbonge vitamins dey inside to help your body work well. E never finish o. Yo-yo bitters get minerals wey go boost your body immunity to fight sickness, disease and free radicals. Na im make am dey important to get yo-yo bitters for office, house and everywhere. Yo-yo bitters dey for liquid, gel plus including tablets. Make you quick go buy your own for pharmacy and medicine stores wey near you. Yo-yo bitters make you dey clean inside out.
Champion minds occupy the front line. Brave one a med jug and them bye-bye. Methodically me virus is spreading worldwide. A friendly embarrassment, Buffy go a buck wild. We don't know about you, come and central light. See eliminated every parasite. For me I see a dozen of them for side by side. Got me jumps, my color, me tell them subside. Right in every corner, just let your light shine. Tell them no man could take it for your right. No match on triumphantly remember your grind. We are sitting upon a mountain, this what you can hide.
Let's do it here, it's a brand new day. We've jumping violence, rocking the chain.
Stamp on your feet and wave your flag with a touch of class and a dance.
I am a born champion.
Unique and special.
You are a born champion. Yeah.
Limitless, defeatless.
We are the born champion now.
Undisputed soldier.
This is the song for the champion.
Champion vibe for the champion mind. And the midnight.
Yeah, celebrating Nigeria's champions at the World Under-20 Athletics Championship that's currently going on in Nairobi, Kenya. Nigeria already with 2 gold and a bronze medal. So well done to the boys and girls who are making us proud. All right, let's go to another athletics story, and this time we're talking about somebody who was a gold medalist. In fact, she was a double gold medalist at the Olympics. She won the 5,000 and the 10,000 meters gold medal for the Netherlands, and she also got a bronze medal in the 1,500 meters. We are talking about Sifan Hassan. She just missed the world record at the Prefontaine Classic. This was her first race since the Tokyo 2020 Olympics Games. She was aiming to beat the world record that was set by Ethiopia's Letsembet Gide in 2020. She won the race, but she ran 14 minutes, 27.89 seconds. But she failed to beat Gide's record of 14 minutes, 06.62 seconds. She said the last 2 laps, she knew that she was not going to break the world record. She was cheered by a crowd of more than 5,000 meters, 5,000 in Eugene, Oregon, but she did her best. However, she was unable to, while Senhere Teferi finished second with a time of 14 minutes, 42.25 seconds, while her Ethiopian counterpart, Fantu Wanku, came in third. She clocked the time of 14 minutes, 42.85 seconds.
Absolutely. It was a good day in the office for her. But then, I mean, when you have your eyes set on winning or breaking or smashing the world record, and then you don't achieve that, sometimes it does leave a bad taste in your mouth. But I'm sure that Sifan Hassan would be savoring the moment, getting a gold medal in the 5,000 meters, But then, if you look at the world record currently, which is standing on 14 minutes, 27.89 seconds, and of course she doing, she did 14 minutes, 27.89 seconds, and then the world record is standing at 14 minutes, 06.62 seconds. She's about, let's say, 21 seconds way off getting to equal or beat that's a very mark. It's not a bad day in the office for her, except the fact that maybe she didn't get this one. If I win a medal, if I win a gold medal at the championships like this, I'm going to celebrate it. But then, if you break a world record, it's something that is going to be talked about in a lifetime. Sometimes some world records don't get to even be broken until maybe after 30 years, 35 years, or even 20 years, and that's why it's special for athletes to usually break world records, or they try to attempt to break a world records. But then Sifan Hassan has done well for herself. She will have to try some other time to see if she can, get a better timing than she did this time around at the Prefontaine Classic. Well, it's her first meet since Tokyo 2020, so it's not a bad day in any way for her.
And in case you're wondering, what is somebody named Sifan Hassan doing running for the Netherlands? She doesn't sound Dutch. No, she isn't. She's actually from Africa, originally from Ethiopia. But you know what happens in Africa, unfortunately. So Sifan Hassan left Ethiopia as a refugee in 2008. She arrived in the Netherlands at the age of 15, and so she has been there all her life since then, and she has been competing for them, and now she is Olympic champion, double Olympic champion for them, and has gone on to achieve so many great things. So sometimes in life, when you are you are forced to migrate. You might think, oh, this is going to be really difficult for you, but it eventually turns out to be a blessing in disguise. And you've got to wonder, Africa, why is it that we always have these issues? I mean, you hardly hear of Europeans coming to Africa as refugees. When they come here, they are labeled expatriates, and they get the best jobs in the country, and the consultants and all of that, you know. But Africa, we usually travel there as refugees or as something else. So Sifan Hassan is originally from Ethiopia, but she runs for the Netherlands. So well done to her, and congratulations for all the records that she has been able to set. All right. Since we started with athletics, let's quickly look at other sports before we will come to football and tell you what is happening. The Beach Soccer World Cup is on. We'll be looking at that. Sadly, Nigeria is not there. Okay, so let's look at what else is happening in the world of sports. Let's go to tennis. We've got the Cincinnati Masters that's currently on. Then Ashley Barty, she was in action. She beat Barbara Krejcikova to reach the Cincinnati Masters semi-final.
Of course, it's very much a good day in the office for the young lady. I mean, if you of course talk about this woman, Ashley Barty has done a lot for herself. But then lesser tournaments like this are not usually what you would want.
But this one mainly helps people to prepare for the US Open, the last tennis Grand Slam of the year.
I was actually going there. This is more like a tournament where these athletes, they use it to prepare for the bigger occasions. And
but this is, it doesn't get much bigger. After this, it is the Grand Slam, which is the biggest. But
absolutely.
Apart from the Grand Slam, this is a Masters tournament, so it is the next.
Yeah, and also another good thing about this is it also helps in terms of their rankings as well, because if you win this, if it's a 1,000 ranked tennis tournament, you get 1,000 points for winning that. If it's 500, you get 500 points. So over time, if you're able to participate in 1,000 ranked in terms of the tennis tournament, you're getting, let's say, 5,000 points, and it does help for your ranking. So if you're unable to accumulate this over time, even if you go to the US Open and then you win that, sometimes you may not even be number one or number two. So that's why these athletes, they choose to go for those tennis tournaments that are closer to the majors, especially when you of course talk about the Western or Southern Open, or you talk about the others who, or the other tournaments that are closer to, the majors. So it's a good day in the office for the young lady, talking about Ashley Barty, and I mean, we hope she continues like this. She's got a lot to do. The US Open is going to be up. We know sometimes when it does come up, some of these, big female table tennis players, they go in there and then are not able to do well for themselves. It's an opportunity for her to see if she can, get her hands on the US Open. That's if it does happen for her. That's if the other ladies like Serena Williams, or maybe you talk about, of course, Venus Williams is almost finished in tennis, but then majorly it's just about a few top contenders in tennis for the women. So that's why it's a bit open for them. But you wonder why they are not really stepping up to the plate to be.
But for the women, I think the women, every Grand Slam we witness these days, it's like there is an opportunity for a new winner to emerge. It's unlike what you have in the men when was it not just Dominic Thiem who won the Australian Open last year. Yeah, but since then it's either one of the three, especially Novak Djokovic, who currently has 3, and if he wins the US Open, he will be holding all 4 tennis Grand Slam. Well, world number 1, Ashley Barty, she got to the semi-final, beating Barbara Krejcikova 6-2, 6-4. But she had to battle from a breakdown in the second set. So she's going to face Angelique Kerber next after Petra Kvitova retired from their quarter-final. Kerber was leading 6-4, 3-3 when she was awarded the win. Then world number 11, Kvitova, she later said that she had been struggling with a stomach issue for days, and I don't know what's happening. So many tennis stars pulling out. Then for Pliskova, she took a tight first set 7-5, but in another match, Karolina Pliskova, she's going to face Swiss Jill Teichmann in the other semi-final. Pliskova took the first set 7-5, but Badosa called time after 2 games in the second set due to an injury. For Teichmann, she's a wild card at the tournament. She is to a 6-3, 6-4 win over her compatriot Belinda Bencic. And some matches just concluded for the men. Felix Auger Aliassime took on Stefanos Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas won this encounter 6-2, 5-7, 6-1. Kaspar Ruud played against Alexander Zverev, and Zverev was just fantastic in this. He won it in straight set 6-1, 6-3. Next, in the quarterfinals, we have Dani Medvedev playing against Andrei Rublev, while in the semi-final, we have Dani Medvedev taking on Andrei Rublev, while Alexander Zverev will take on Stefanos Tsitsipas. That's what we have in the Cincinnati Masters, or if you like, the Western and Southern Open. Okay, so that's what is going on in this competition. But another big tennis news: former world number 1 Rafael Nadal has withdrawn. In fact, he is done for this season. So because of a foot injury, he will not be playing at the US Open. We will not even be seeing him play again this season until maybe next year. So he will not be there. Dominic Thiem will not be there. Roger Federer will also not be there. It's become very much easier for Novak Djokovic to win his 21st Grand Slam. Although we said the same thing heading to the Olympics, and we saw what happened.
He flopped. Even in the doubles, he also didn't do so well for himself.
He didn't get a medal. He pulled out injured in the last match.
Yeah, so it's not always uhuru for Novak Djokovic. When you just think that he's going to go in there and then get the job done, it becomes a problem for him, to do it. We had high hopes going into the Olympics on his own part. I'm sure he thought maybe going into the Olympics he would get the gold medal, but then we just have got to go in there with an open mindset. So for Novak Djokovic, it's becoming a bit clearer for him to win another major Grand Slam, which is, of course, the US Open. It's not like he's not tasted victory before, but the special thing for him is if he gets to win it, he becomes the guy with the most major Grand Slams. We know that he's at par with Rafael Nadal and, of course, Roger Federer on 20 major Grand Slams each. In fact, the 3 of them are on 20. So it's a case of who gets to get to the 21st. So it's easier now that there's no Federer. Federer is out injured. I'm not even sure when he's going to come back. Rafael Nadal is over for him for this season, so we may not even see him at the ATP World Tour. Well, of course, you can't even talk about Andy Murray. Andy Murray has just fallen by the wayside. Stanislas Wawrinka he blows hot today and then blows cold tomorrow. So the only person we're looking at the topmost level has to be Novak Djokovic. If he doesn't win it, I will be surprised. I will be shocked if he doesn't get it. But this is a massive opportunity for him to lay his hands on it. Next season, I'm not so sure, because these guys, by the time they become fit, especially for Nadal, you know how it is for him. The moment he's fit enough to play tennis, it's difficult for you to beat Nadal.
All right, so that's what's happening in the world of tennis. Some of the top stars are pulling out because of injuries. So we'll see what happens at the US Open. Will we have somebody who has not won a Grand Slam before? Because apart from Novak Djokovic, talking about the active players, Andy Murray getting a wild card. We'll see what happens. Roger Federer not going to be there. Rafael Nadal not going to be there. Of the active players, Dominic Thiem winning a Grand Slam a couple of months back, but he is also not going to be there. So we'll see what happens at the US Open. But, if you're a fan of Novak Djokovic, you've got to be feeling a bit more confident that this will be a huge opportunity for your guy to win his 21st Grand Slam and stand alone in the race for the GOATs. And you just feel, okay, he has done so well for himself. Okay, quickly now back to the World Under-20 Championship. We can tell you that in the men's 400 meters, it has gone to Anthony Pesela of Botswana, who ran 44.58 seconds to win the gold medal. So congratulations to him as he was able to get this gold. So gold for Africa, but mainly Botswana. The South Africans are disappointed that they did not win this year. It was a bronze medal for Anton Notje, but second went to Luis Alves Ferrero of Italy. That's the guy that came second here. But for South Africa, they could only get a bronze medal in this race. So that's what is going on at the Under-20 World Athletics Championship. All right, from tennis and athletics, let's go on to combat sports and look at what happened on SmackDown last night. We're talking professional wrestling now. Well, it started with Edge kicking off the show, and Edge talked to Seth Rollins and told him that he had his opportunity to end him with a single stomp 7 years ago. He said Rollins has now taken him to a dark place, a place where blood runs black. And if you followed WWE for a long time, you will know that Ed used to belong to a stable that's called the Broods, and they have this, blood pouring, doing all this vampire kind of stuff. So after this, we had Rey Mysterio, who was accompanied by his son Dominic Mysterio, to the ring. He had a match with Jey Uso, who of course was accompanied by his twin brother Jimmy Uso. So while this fight was on, Dominic Mysterio tried to interfere, but unfortunately he was sent out of the arena by the referee, and that distraction allowed Jey Uso to hit the father with the top of the rope splash to get the win. And I don't know, usually in situations like this, when one partner is creating problems for the other, the WWE is usually building towards a feud between both of them. And we've seen that happen several times. We've seen brothers against brothers. But I don't know whether it will eventually lead to Rey Mysterio versus his son, Dominic Mysterio. We'll have to wait and see what happens in that situation. Okay, then we also had Kevin Owens, who took on Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, of course, last week stole the Money in the Bank contract that is held by Big E, and while he was supposed to have this fight with Kevin Owens, Big E came to the ring and was able to beat him down, and then he retrieved the WWE Money in the Bank contract. But as he was heading back, Baron Corbin then threw him into the ring post and was able to take the title, that's the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he walked away. So, but the fight between Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin was declared a no contest. And then Shotzi and Tegan Knox, they took on Natalya and Tamina. Natalya and Tamina, of course, are the champions, and they were able to Shotzi and Tegan Knox defeated Natalya and Tamina and to get this upset victory. Then there was this segment with Seth Rollins coming to the ring to respond to what Edge said earlier to start off the show. He mocked Edge's words and then told him that there is no shame in trying to find the darkness that once gripped him, that without it, Edge can never get on his level. So the Brutes music then played and the arena became engulfed in red, and suddenly Edge appeared on the video screen, and then he said, those things that we had associated with the Brood in the past: beware, take care, because the freaks come out at night. You never see it coming. And then suddenly black liquid spilled on Seth Rollins, who was wearing white, and he became covered in black completely. And then after this, Montez Ford took on Ortiz of the Alpha Academy, and it was Ortiz that was able to win this encounter. Shinsuke Nakamura and his partner Rick Boogs took on Apollo Crews. Remember Apollo Crews, the guy we told you is from Nigeria, from Benue State, and his partner Commander Aziz, who's also from Nigeria. While they were there battling this out, by the way, Apollo Crews is no longer the Intercontinental Champion. He was beaten by Shinsuke Nakamura a couple of weeks ago to become the new Intercontinental Champion. But even in this match, it was Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Boogs, of course, is a guitarist, is a musician. While Aziz was engaged with Shinsuke Nakamura, Boogs was able to hit Apollo Crews, and then they got the victory. So the team of Boogs and Nakamura defeated Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. Then Bianca Belair had something of a handicap match. She fought two wrestlers, not simultaneously, but the moment she finished with one, the other was to come in. So she took on Zelina Vega and Carmella. So immediately after she defeated Zelina Vega, Carmella jumped in and battled her, but she was still able to beat Carmella. So Bianca Belair defeated Zelina Vega and Carmella. And finally, we had this segment where John Cena, who was back in the WWE, came face to face with Roman Reigns. They are going to meet at SummerSlam. So Roman Reigns came to the ring, and then he wanted to react to some of the things that John Cena had said in the past. Then Roman Reigns called out John Cena for saying stupid stuff about him the previous week, and then John Cena responded by telling Roman Reigns that he was brought back to the WWE to demote the guy who calls himself the head of the table. Kind of suggested that there was a conspiracy, and then he said it will just take him 1, 2, 3 to become the WWE Universal Champion, and he's going to take the title to Hollywood and leave Roman Reigns an embarrassed mess. Then Roman Reigns then told him that he would leave WWE if he fails to beat John Cena on Saturday night. That's later tonight, but early hours of tomorrow. Then he tried to attack John Cena, but John Cena was able to hold him for a quick 3 counts, and then he reminded the world how quickly it's going to be for him to beat Roman Reigns and become a 17-time world champion. Anyway, that's how SmackDown went off air last night. But let's tell you what's going to be happening in SummerSlam, which is one of the pay-per-views of the WWE. It's scheduled to take place on the 21st of August. That's the night of 21st of August, but because of the time difference, it's going to be early Sunday morning here, and it will be taking place at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. that's in the Las Vegas suburb of Paradise, Nevada, and it's going to be the 34th event under the SummerSlam chronology, and the first to take place on Saturday night since the 1992 event, although it will be the first to air live on a Saturday. It will also be WWE first event in theaters, in addition to the traditional pay-per-view and WWE Network. All right, and these are some of the matches that we will have, but they are not going to come in this particular order that we're about to read them out, and they are subject to change. The cards are subject to change. So we have Nikki ASH, who is the champion. She will be defending her title against Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. This is a triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Nikki ASH is the reigning champion. And then Roman Reigns, who is the WWE Universal Champion, he will have Paul Heyman in his corner. He's going to be taking on John Cena. This is going to be a singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. I don't know what will happen. You remember, somebody has Money in the Bank. That's the contract. But Big E, who is the authentic Mr. Money in the Bank, he has his contract stolen from him, so we don't know what will happen. Maybe Baron Corbin will attempt to cash it on any of them. And remember, it was even supposed to be someone else, Finn Balor, that's to take on Roman Reigns. But after Baron Corbin attacked Finn Balor, John Cena then threw Baron Corbin out of the ring so that he could sign the contract. So we'll see what happens. But what we have, the official stipulation is Roman Reigns versus John Cena for the SmackDown WWE Universal Championship. Then Bobby Lashley, who is the WWE champion, he will be defending his title against Goldberg. Goldberg, this is going to be for the is going to be a singles match for the WWE Championship. Then the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, they are the champions. They'll be defending their titles against former champions Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. This is a tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I think something is going to happen in this match, the way they've been building it, and if you've been following the WWE, you will understand that something like this could happen. Maybe you are going to see a split between Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic Mysterio. Perhaps that will cost them the title, and then there's going to be a feud between father and son. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It's not like we've not had father and son feuds in the WWE before. You know now, Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon, and his son Shane, they've had issues. Even McMahon, Shane, Vince McMahon, and his daughter Stephanie McMahon have also had issues, and Vince McMahon has actually even wrestled his children in the ring. But as we later found out, it was all a plot to really get at Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know, but they've actually had some altercations in the ring with Shane McMahon even slapping Vince McMahon and telling him, "You are not my father," and all of that. But it was eventually proved to be a ruse. Okay, Bianca Belair, who is the champion, she will be defending her title against Sasha Banks. This is a singles match for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. Then Edge will be taking on Seth Rollins. This is a singles match. Sheamus, who is the champion, will be defending his title against Damian Priest. And this is a singles match for the WWE United States Championship. Somehow I think that Damian Priest might be winning this, but we'll wait and see what happens. Then Drew McIntyre will be battling his former partner in 3MB, that's a three-man band, Jinder Mahal. This is going to be a singles match. Via and Shanky, who are lackeys of Drew McIntyre, they are not allowed in this match. They are banned from ringside. Then Alexa Bliss will be taking on Eva Marie. This is going to be a singles match. And also, AJ Styles will take on AJ Styles and Omos. They are the tag team champions, the Raw tag team champions. They'll be taking on RK Bro. That is Randy Orton and Riddle for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Alright, guys, that's what to expect in the WWE SummerSlam. Okay, let's look at what else is happening in the world of sports. And it's time, of course, to talk football. Yeah, we've got some matches going on right now. Manchester City, well, I know they are the favorites of many to win the title, but last week they started poorly. Albeit they lost to a team that you say, well, this team isn't that small, even though they didn't qualify for Europe last season. Tottenham Hotspur, and it was at White Hart Lane, and you know with what's going on, Harry Kane, is he going to stay at Tottenham Hotspur? Is he going to join Manchester City, who have come out to say they are interested in him? So Manchester City lost 1-0, but right now they are playing, well, you might say, well, Norwich, they are just coming back into the Premier League. They are not that strong and what have you. But it is right now Manchester City 4, Norwich City 0.
Of course, many of us expected this scoreline. Norwich City were always going to be beaten. Remember last weekend, they were also beaten by Liverpool 3-0. So at the Carrow Road, they were beaten. Now away from home, they've also been beaten. So in 2 matches, though this match has not ended just yet, this is about 76 minutes of the game. It could get worse for them. We know how City, how ruthless they are when you give them that opportunity to score the goals. We know plenty goals will be scored in this game, but of course what I knew for sure was that Norwich City, there was no way they would come into the party to even score a goal. If they get a goal, it doesn't matter. I would be surprised, considering the way City are going about it, considering the way they have, of course, been defending, and the way they have been pouring in the goals. Norwich City, for me, are like one of the favorites to go down again. The last time they were in the Premier League, they went down. You know how it is for them. They're usually not consistent with the Premier League. And of course, beating the big boys, it has always been a big ask for them. The sad thing last weekend was starting against Liverpool. Of course, I mean, that defeat somehow left them in shatters. And right now,
they could look at their fixture and say, okay, Liverpool, Manchester City, these are 2 teams that we expect to be competing for the title. So if we are playing them so early, it's not a problem. By the time we get to week 4, week 5, maybe we'll now meet a middle table team or one of the other candidates for relegation, and then we could actually get good results from there.
Yeah, you can argue about that, but we can also say that in 2 matches they've lost 6 points. And
but to Liverpool and to Manchester City,
they are going to have 38 matches. Now they have lost 2 out of the 38, so they have 36. And then what's the guarantee they win 15?
But if you are to lose to teams and you see yourself losing to Liverpool and Manchester City, you feel, well, that is Liverpool and Manchester City. I'm actually expected to lose this game. I'm just saying that maybe playing these teams early is good for them.
My point is, for Norwich City, they should make themselves difficult to beat. Just like what we saw with Leeds United last season. Make yourself, you're a small team.
Were you Leeds United difficult to beat last season? It's just that on their day they could catch you.
Absolutely.
But they were so open that teams were scoring against them for fun. The same thing has happened and started this season.
At the end of the day, they survived. They were even
right now they've considered 2 goals, even though they've scored 2 goals. And against Manchester United last weekend, they considered 5. That's how they play. They are very open.
They are very
so
generous.
They are not difficult to beat, but they will come at you.
So I expect Norwich City to try as much as possible to make life a bit difficult. If it takes them to defend, I know they are an attacking team under Wagner, but then you have to try as much as possible to survive. And then if you're considering goals like this, last weekend it was 3 goals. Today it is 4 already. It could even be 5. It could
Man
be 6.
City and Liverpool. You expect them to score goals. I'm not worried for them, saying that their first 2 games are against Manchester City. Look, if I was a supporter of Norwich City, I want us to play these tough teams first. Yes, get them out of the way. Then okay, the others, having played them. Normally they say you don't come into your best form until like week 5, week 6. So if by week 5 and week 6 you've already played the teams that ordinarily will give you problems, then when you are hitting your best form, that's when you play against teams that are maybe at your level. I think you even do better then. But again, on the flip side, it will be so demoralizing for them losing. Maybe I don't know who's their next game, but let's say it's a Manchester United, they lose that, and then they play Chelsea, they lose again. If you lose your first 4 games, you feel
it doesn't inspire confidence. It doesn't inspire confidence.
Yeah, but then when you look at the teams that you lost against,
you want to pity them.
All right. Then that's what's going on in this game. Liverpool played earlier against Burnley. They won that encounter 2-0. Diogo Jota, fantastic buy in my opinion. Scored one of the goals and Sadio Mane got the other. Right now it is Aston Villa 2, Newcastle United 0. So not missing Jack Grealish that much. But we'll see what happens. Crystal Palace taking on Brentford. Brentford who conquered Arsenal last weekend. Brentford are playing away. They're playing against another London side, and 76 minutes is goalless.
They seem to want to get 1 point away against Crystal Palace. Of course, Crystal Palace need these 3 points. I mean, if you look at the way Chelsea demolished them at the Stamford Bridge last time out, it didn't, of course, help them. In fact, Chelsea did not give them any breathing space. Chelsea were just all over them, and they needed 3 points. Well, Crystal Palace struggled to play. This time around, they want to get 3 points against Brentford. Brentford, on the other hand, remember how they also dealt with Arsenal last weekend as well. I think they beat Arsenal 2-0. So it's a lot of confidence for them going into a match of this magnitude. They want to start feeling we can get a point against Crystal Palace, and it's something Crystal Palace will need to avoid at this point in time.
Okay, it is Leeds United 2, Everton 2. Great game going on there.
Generous people.
Yeah.
Everton would. I'm sure they would like this result. I mean, it doesn't hurt them, and they wait team to score 2 goals away from home, and of course you're drawing 2-2 as at the 72nd minute of the encounter. So it's not a bad day in the office for Everton, but then for Leeds United, they need to get the points now, because in the second half of the season, it's usually difficult for you to, try to start gathering points. So the first half has to be when you need to start getting those points. If they can get, for instance, maybe 25 points this first half of the season, it does help. It will help them. And then in the second half, you know that you are fighting for maybe 18 points or maybe 20, another 20 points, and who knows? It's enough for you to escape the drop zone.
Okay, later we'll have Brighton and Hove Albion taking on Watford. And then tomorrow it's going to be Southampton versus Manchester United. Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Tottenham Hotspur. And the biggest game for tomorrow, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal will really have to step up. They lost their first game 2-0 to Chelsea, while Chelsea won their first game 3-0 against Crystal Palace. But one thing about derbies, when big teams meet themselves, you throw form out of the window. Anything can happen. But with Arsenal, I don't know who is even fit, because they've got some issues with COVID. Chelsea also have an issue with COVID. Christian Pulisic is not going to be playing because he came down with COVID. But Arsenal have, I think, more worries. From what we've heard, Martin Odegaard, who has been signed by them permanently, he will not be playing.
He's not getting his visa just yet.
But Aaron Ramsdale, I don't know, they said that guy is like a magnet for relegation. Every time he plays for them.
He played for Sheffield.
I don't know.
I don't know. They got relegated.
We'll have to wait and see what happens with Aaron Ramsdale. But we know he's not going to be the first choice. It's definitely going to be Bernard.
But then that amount of money for a second choice is too much for me. If you're getting a first choice for £24 million, we've not even talked about add-ons. With add-ons, it could be up to £30 million. You should at least ensure the goalkeeper is your first choice. It's a quality goalkeeper, no doubt about that. But I mean, for a second choice, it did show that Arsenal were maybe desperate, or there's something they are planning that we do not know about. Because if you're getting a player, a goalkeeper, say second choice for that amount of money, it means that you want that guy to maybe
give
fight
competition.
Fight for the first spot. So let's see how he gets to go for Arsenal Football Club. We understand also that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I think, is fit enough. He's also recovered from COVID. I think he contracted COVID the same period that what's his name now? Lacazette also contracted. Lacazette is still down with COVID. Ronaldson, their third choice goalkeeper, is okay. He also contracted COVID. So about 3 players contracted the COVID-19 and Arsenal: Lacazette, Ronaldson, and of course Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. 2 players have recovered. It's just for Lacazette to then recover and come back to the first team duties.
Okay, we'll see by tomorrow. We'll have that team list up. But for Manchester City, they've just got one more goal, Riyad Mahrez scoring. So our African stars are flying. Hopefully this week we will be giving you African stars a roundup. But we'll wait and see. Will there be offside? The flag was not raised, but VAR, of course, will check it and we'll see what happens.
Well, it doesn't look like an offside to me. If you look at the last defender, it doesn't really look like an offside. One thing about Mahrez is he knows how to, beat the offside trap. And that's something that, comes with working with Pep Guardiola. He understands these things, and he does, of course, ask you to play off the last defender. And that's what the City attackers are doing at this point in time. That's why they score plenty goals. Apart from Gabriel Jesus, but the other guys like Raheem Sterling, this young man, the guy that just, scored, they get plenty goals, and it comes from playing off at the last man, and that's what we just see. So the goal is going to stand. So it's 5-0 in favor of Man City versus Norwich City.
All right,
so it's a bad day in the office for Norwich.
In the Spanish La Liga, Deportivo Alaves are taking on Mallorca right now. It is goalless. Espanyol will play against Villarreal later. Granada taking on Valencia. Athletic Bilbao versus Barcelona. Barcelona, of course, without Lionel Messi, who's now in.
They won their first game. This is a tricky game for them. Playing against Athletic Bilbao at the St. Mamés. It's going to be a difficult day in the office for Barcelona. But let's see how they will keep surviving without their former talisman, Lionel Messi.
All right, so see what goes on there.
I think we won another medal. I'm just trying to confirm the nature of the medal that we got in terms of the World Under 20 Athletics Championship. Of course, you know how it is for these ladies. Another lady has laid her hands on a medal for Nigeria. Let's see. Okay, let's see which one it is for these young ladies. Okay, we'll just get that sorted out in a moment.
Yeah, and the Italian Serie A are also starting this weekend. Inter Milan will be playing against Genoa. Inter Milan, of course, without Romelu Lukaku, who has now joined Chelsea. Verona will be playing against Sassuolo. Okay. Empoli versus Lazio. And Torino will play against Atalanta.
Guess what, Ibrahim? Another good medal for Nigeria. Of course, it's not fluking anyway. Udodi Onwuzurike, he becomes the first Nigerian athlete in 25 years since Francis Obikwelu to win the 200 meters world junior title, running a new personal best of 20.21 seconds. Well, all hail Udodi. And we told you about another girl who, of course, just got a medal for Team Nigeria about 35 minutes ago. Okay, her name is Favour Ofili. Well, she never disappoints. Ofili got a bronze in the women's 200 meters, racing to a new under-20 national record of 22.23 seconds to finish third in the race. So it's a good job.
Who won the gold? Is it Obama, the Namibian girl?
No. Okay, for this one, I'm not seeing that here.
She was the silver medalist at the Olympics.
Well, it's
only beaten by the lady that won, Ellen Thompson-Herah.
So 2 more medals for us now.
That's fantastic. Great one. 3 gold already? And 2 bronze medals.
It's been a good hunting day for us. I hope we'll continue like this. We'll still have more. I think tomorrow we'll have more guys are in the final for Team Nigeria. We'll see how they're able to do. Well, the on the 20 people now are doing far better than their more illustrious counterparts, more than what they did at the Olympics, and that's why. An hour ago, we were talking about these young men and young women as people who, of course, have got to keep pushing the mantle of Nigeria. Of course, the sports minister is doing a wonderful job by encouraging them to keep doing more, and that's what we want to hear. You need that backing as a young athlete to excel, and that's what they're getting for us at this point in time.
Okay, back to the football now. In the German Bundesliga, it is Bochum 2, Mainz 5-0. That game has ended. Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Augsburg 0, Freiburg 0, Freiburg 2, Borussia Dortmund 1. Well, this is a bit of a surprise for Borussia Dortmund. Ellenbrat Haaland didn't even get amongst the goal. It was an own goal scored by Yannick Kettel for Borussia Dortmund. I think even before the league starts, maybe they are handing over to Bayern Munich. But Bayern Munich themselves in their first game did not win. So Gotha Fürth 1, Amelia Bielefeld 1, Hertha Berlin 1, Wolfsburg 2, and later we have Bayer Leverkusen taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is what we have in the German Bundesliga for today. Tomorrow is going to be Hoffenheim versus Union Berlin, and Bayern Munich will take on FC Cologne. In the Italian Serie A, Bologna will take on Salernitana, and we are interested in this because our boy is now a new player for Salernitana. I'm talking about Simi Nwankwo. Udinese will battle Juventus. We'll see what Cristiano Ronaldo will do. Napoli versus Venezia, and of course we'll wait to see what Victor Osimhen will do. Then Roma will be playing against Fiorentina. Roma, of course, managed by Jose Mourinho. Then that's what we have in the Bundesliga and in the Italian Serie A. Let's go to the French Ligue 1. It started yesterday. We saw Paris Saint-Germain play away against Brest. We're thinking maybe Lionel Messi could make his debut here, but no, he didn't play. However, somebody that they've told us wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Kylian Mbappe was amongst the goal scorer. Kylian Mbappe, Ander Herrera, Angel Di Maria, and Idrissa Gueye. These guys were on the score sheet and they were able to beat Brest 4-2. That's what happened in the French Ligue 1 yesterday. For today in the French Ligue 1, also have some matches. It's going to right now we have Monaco taking on Lens, almost halftime. It is goalless. Saint-Etienne will take on Lille later, and then for tomorrow, Lyon will play against Clermont Foot, while Bordeaux will take on Angers. Then Metz versus Reims. Montpellier will play against Lorient. Strasbourg versus Troyes. Rennes taking on Nantes, and Nice will play against Marseille. So these are the matches that we expect in the French Ligue 1 for tomorrow. Okay, before we hopefully start taking your calls, let's quickly look at this story. Juventus manager Allegri, he has explained that Cristiano Ronaldo has never expressed a desire to leave the club, and he said that Cristiano Ronaldo told him that he's not looking for a move away from Juventus this summer. Next summer, we don't know, but Ronaldo came out, and there's a chance for Norwich City. Will they be able to do anything? But no, they were unable to. Manchester City defending very well. So Cristiano Ronaldo himself came out to say, look, my chapter in Real Madrid has been written. The records are there. You can go to Madrid and see. It's closed. It's done. I've left Real Madrid. I'm not planning on going back to Real Madrid. So he said that the rumors were disrespect for him as a man and as a player. So Maximiliano Allegri, who is the manager of the Portuguese, said Cristiano Ronaldo has never expressed a desire to leave Juventus. So
it's good news for Juventus fans. Ronaldo has come out to say, I am not leaving. I think he's also passed that message across to the manager of Juventus, Massimiliano Allegri. He told him, I'm going to be at least in the next 1 year. We know that Ronaldo's contract is going to expire at the end of this current season in the Italian Serie A. So you can start talking about transfer rumors maybe from January, February. We know usually players are allowed to sign pre-contract agreements with other clubs when you're in the final 6 months of your contract. So that can happen for Cristiano Ronaldo. We've heard rumors of maybe him going back to Manchester United. We've also heard rumors of him going back to Real Madrid. We've also heard things about him being linked to PSG. We don't know how that is, for sure. But one thing that is certain right now is that since we mentioned PSG, let's just talk about the fact that Kylian Mbappe He says he wants to go and play for Real Madrid. He has continued to reject contract offers. His contract, I think, is going to expire by the end of this season. Well, PSG have done everything, including the club owner, Eric Anaife, of course, talking to Kylian Mbappe himself. They had a meeting a few days ago, and he categorically told the president of PSG that he wants to play for. In fact, he says he wants to leave the club, that he's not interested in signing a new contract. Mauricio Pochettino, the manager of PSG, has also come out to say that the young man is their player, even though he has not signed a contract extension, that he's their player. He's going to be their player at least for the next 1 year, so which is not bad in any way for PSG. He's got a couple of goals already this season for PSG. So if Kylian Mbappe moves to Real Madrid, let's assume it does happen like that, because from January he can sign a pre-contract agreement with Real Madrid. There's nobody stopping him from doing that. So if he moves to Real Madrid, maybe PSG will be interested in getting Ronaldo to play for PSG. That's what I am thinking, because, I mean, you know how it is. Messi was a free agent and then PSG snapped him up. Of course, in these days, we know how it is for PSG. They love to get players on a free transfer. And if Ronaldo becomes a free agent, I don't think he would spend 1 month or 2 months being a free agent. I am sure PSG will want to add another superstar to their team. So that's just the way we want to see it at this point. But for now, Cristiano Ronaldo is a player of Juventus. If anything does change, we'll let you know about it.
All right, so the touch has ended for Norwich City. It is Manchester City 5, Norwich City 0. Okay.
You wonder why teams like this even come to the Premier League in the first place. For goodness sake. So in 2 matches, the first one they considered 3 goals against Liverpool. Now they considered, I think, 5 goals.
That's 8 goals.
That's 8 goals.
Minus 8. But as I said, well, maybe the next match for them.
So how did that score 8 goals?
It doesn't matter. They may even end the season on a deficit that's in minus something, but they will stay up.
Survive.
Yeah, it's possible. So we'll see what happens with them. All right, let's go to the Beach Soccer World Cup, which is taking place in Russia, and look at some of the matches that have been played so far. Yesterday, we had a shock in one of the groups that's talking about Group C, because Brazil, who have won the Beach Soccer World Cup 5 times, played against Switzerland, and they were beaten on penalties. That match ended 5-5, but the Swiss were able to hold on, and they beat the Brazilians. And at the Beach Soccer World Cup, if you win your match on penalties, you don't get 3 points as you normally get. You don't get 2 points. You get 1 point. So Switzerland, they got 1 point for beating Brazil. Then Belarus also beat El Salvador on penalties. So Belarus also on 1 point. So Brazil, they've got their 2 matches. You look at their opponents, Belarus and El Salvador, you just feel, okay, the Brazilians will win this. But you've got to look at them and wonder what's going on with Brazil.
The Brazilians are renowned for beach soccer. In fact, you know how it is. Usually, every now and then, I wonder why the Copa Lagos does not happen. Every now and then, they get invitations to play in the Copa Lagos. The same also for England as well. These guys, they are so good at the beach soccer that whenever they come in, you look at them as the favorites to win the beach soccer World Cup. This time around, we're supposed to be here. Unfortunately, a few years ago, the NFF placed an embargo on beach soccer football for the national team, which is the Super Eagles, because they feel that the monies that they spend, they don't get it back, or maybe they feel like, I mean, these guys are not performing well enough at the World Cup.
Well, they've been African champions twice. I think it's only Senegal.
I'm just quoting what the NFF they came out to say, we are going to place a pause on beach soccer at the national team level, because I'm guessing maybe they feel like a lot is not coming from them. The last time out, one of the players of the beach soccer team, of course, went hard on the NFF, and maybe that was one of the reasons why they just said, okay, enough is enough, and let's just relax that. If not, we were supposed to originally qualify for a tournament of this magnitude. But then back to
Senegal and Mozambique that are representing Africa. Senegal doing well in their group. We'll look at that. But Mozambique, they were hammered by Spain. Well, they did well. It's so that match ended. Okay, so let's look at the result. Let's start from Group A. We had Paraguay taking on Japan. The Japanese won this encounter 7-4. While Russia, they beat the United States of America 5-4. On after extra time, they were able to beat the United States of America 5-4. So the Russians are top of this. Well, okay, this is how it works in the beach soccer. If you win your game in regulation time, you get 3 points. You win your game after extra time. After they play the 3 quarters, the 3 periods, they give 3 minutes of extra time. If you win your match during that extra time, you get 2 points. But if you win on penalties, you get 1 point. So that's what happened. The Russians won on after extra time, so they have 2 points. Japan, who were able to win their game during regulation time, beating Paraguay 7-4. They have 3 points in this group. Then we go to Group B. Spain, they played against Mozambique, and
they won 8-4.
Yeah, Spain won that encounter 8-4. But Mozambique have also won a game, so Mozambique have got 3 points in this group. Mozambique were able to beat the United Arab Emirates 4-2, so they are not doing badly in their group. Then Senegal, who are the best in Africa, they were very good against Uruguay. They beat them 6-1. Portugal are another very good team in the Beach Soccer World Cup. And who knows, maybe, because I saw Dejan Stankovic from Switzerland playing for them. Dejan Stankovic used to play for Inter Milan. And
the good thing about beach soccer is that if you play the regular football, you can
play very well, very well.
I've had cause to discuss this with an NPFL player, and he said the reason why he does not play beach soccer is because you get a lot of injuries, while playing beach soccer. Unlike
really,
that's what he told me. He said that usually.
But Ogbonna Okemere played. Aziz Abu, who plays
Aziz Abu is a legend in beach soccer.
Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe one day we could see Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo playing in the beach soccer after they retire. So wait and see what happens. I would have loved to see even Zlatan Ibrahimovic, because this is kind of thing. So many bicycle kicks and all of that. Yeah. So Portugal beat Oman 5-3 in their group. So that's what's going on in the beach soccer World Cup. Africa doing very well, but Nigeria not participating in this competition. Okay, guys, let's go on a quick break. By the time we return, hopefully it will be time to take your calls, and I'm here from you guys. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Mr. Challenger, beautiful advertisement.
Thank you.
But was he approved by APCON before exposure?
APCON?
APCON is the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, the federal government advertising regulatory authority that vets and approves all adverts before they are exposed on radio, TV, billboard, any medium.
You mean it's the law?
Yes, sir. APCON is backed up by the law to vet all adverts to ensure they are not in bad taste. And there's a big penalty for non-compliance.
Call me our consultant now.
Get your advertisements vetted and approved by APCON before exposure. Call 0909-144-2787, 0811-562-4892, or visit www.apcon.gov.ng today for details on APCON offices nationwide.
We have said it before.
We will still say it again.
Beware of human traffickers and smugglers who encourage irregular migration.
Beware of offers of jobs in Europe.
Beware of stories of getting rich quick once in Europe.
Beware of stories of opportunities to become international model, football star, actor, actress, or singer in Europe.
Note, there is no easy way to making it big except crime.
And if you are caught, you will go in for it.
Europe is no Eldorado.
Nobody picks money on the street. If you must travel,
do it the right way.
Say no to desert travel.
Say no to crossing the sea to Europe.
Don't be deceived.
Many have died in the desert, sea, or even prison.
Say no to human trafficking. Say no to irregular migration.
This message is brought to you by the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation, Action Aid, Vides, and Salesians of Don Bosco, Nigeria.
Mama, good night. Fokulele sleep without any pain from cavity. Make you brush with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keep cavities out!
way, make way, pave way. Roll the carpet, smile up with the cell. Lay up everywhere. You done what that was the general pipe of come true. Boundary adjustment. Roll the carpet. Red carpet everywhere. Waving the flag. Season. Okay, but your friend in Miss Genera is the remedy for this free no me pedigree. Mother with no apology, me gimmicks a philosophy. I'm in twos and the amory. Lyrical perfectionist, me on like 2,000 degrees. If you not get mediocrity, your point no chat to give a rich. Feel yourself bad to us, still no defeat. Never hurry, never afraid, man. Yes, indeed, never decrease or let's increase. Me jam family. We set on the record and we break it that way. We call on the shot and we bust for the year. Capacity limit is what I'm preaching. I'm serious, mysterious from me, no skin your teeth. See enough of them just shoot you like train. This champion vibe has broken that chain. Stamp on your feet, wave your flag with a touch of class and then tell them say I am a born champion. Unique and special. You are a born champion, yeah. Limitless, limitless. We are a born champion now. Undisputed soldier. This is the sun for the champion. Champion minds occupy the front line. Revola mediocre and bye-bye. Methodically me virus is spreading worldwide. Friendly embarrassment, Buffy go a buck wild. Don't know about you, come and centralize. We eliminated every parasite. From me I see 1,000 of them for side by side. Got me champs, my color, me tell them subside. Right in every corner, just let your light shine. Tell them no man could take it for your right. No match on triumphantly, remember your grind. We are sitting on a mountain, this what you can hide.
Let's do it here, it's a brand new day. We've jumping violence, rocking the chain.
Stamp on your feet and wave your flag with a touch of class and a dance. I am a born champion. Unique and special. You are a born champion, yeah. Limitless, limitless.
We are the born champion now.
Undisputed soldier.
This is the sun for the champion.
Champion vibe for the champion mind. Eliminating every parasite. They say champion swag with me champion smile. Then the rapper me shooting to the sky. Me say champion mind with me champion drive. Babylon have no place to hide. Me say champion move now me champion shows. And I saw well if I will mash them through. Me say oh, the champion let me hear when I say I'm a champion for life. Champion for life. Hypnotize and you feel alive. I'm a champion for life. Champion for life. Pass the work on the rhythm, yeah. You're a champion for life. Champion for life. On the podium we standing, yeah. We are champion for life. Champion for life.
I am a born champion.
Unique and special.
You are a born champion, yeah.
Limitless, limitless.
We are the born champion now.
Undisputed soldier.
This is the sun for the champion.
Celebrating Nigerian champions at the World Under-20 Athletics Championship that is taking place in Nairobi, Kenya. Right now, Nigeria has got 3 gold medals and a couple of bronze medals. So, well done, Team Nigeria at the championship. Hopefully, we get to win more medals. All right, guys, it's time for you to join us on the show. Call us on 070-6263-9275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Danjuma, welcome.
DJ Demetrio, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Welcome.
For the one who I asked you for this our young yoga athletes who they do well for Kenya and Nairobi. I hope see they go good to be represent Nigeria for the next Olympic for Paris. Because we see what happen for this future Olympic. We know the plan ahead. Maybe if Olympic don't reach 6 months or 5 months, now we call the gather our athletes together. We all that don't prepare, ready to win good. Now the competition to start and remain. Then we will call the youth, see, we want to go win medal for them. Those are when they do our nation proud now. Need they prepare them well, give them more training and exposure. For 2023, 24 Olympics for Paris, so that they will do well. For Man City, you know, say one senior brother want beat the junior, go beat and you know, say they no be fair. Now they do those people so because last week they fell loss and they were they put for their body. But the English league, the new restart, so we will see how they take the panel. But for tomorrow match, Chelsea and Arsenal, we look at the match what they do. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, I think. Better Insurance Act, Kamaru, Naja, no dey carry like Jose Mourinho, Balotelli, David.
All right. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good evening, guys, bro.
Yeah, Dan Chelsea, welcome.
Yeah, DJ the Master, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Welcome.
Thank you. First of all, let me just say a very big congratulations to our athletes over there. According to you, I hope that before the end of the tournament, they should win more medals to top the medals table. 3 golds and the other 2 bronze. I think it's a good one for Team Nigeria. To say Tioki will go, maybe we even manage to get 1 gold. It will be a better plus for Nigeria. All the same, I wish them all the best. And as for Man City getting their 3 points today, I think it's a good one. A good one. For tomorrow match, Chelsea and the Arsenal. I think I could say the better side, which I know very well that in that match, Chelsea will be the better side. Going to win that match so that we should compete with those who also win their second match again for the table. And since, you know, when Chelsea won the Super Cup, I wasn't around. So I've never celebrated them for that Super Cup. So I just wanted to play blue is the color after, just to celebrate Super Eagle. And Nigeria, Fly High Nigeria, I remember that anthem. Just play for
Let the Eagle Fly.
Our athletes over there so that they should do more. And as for this tennis tournament, our girl no play. I mean, Serena Williams, is he not going preparing for the Grand Slam? I mean, he's not going to take part.
No, she's injured. I don't know that she'll play at the US Open, but she's not in that Cincinnati Masters.
All right. Now we them all the best. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Yep.
Moses for Kubai.
Okay.
Agbo Park.
Go on.
Insurance match. I don't know how far they don't go. I don't know whether they see lose. He played the other 2 matches. I don't know.
They have 2 matches left. They have 2 matches left. Well, we are trying to get the media officer to give us when they will play. But they have 2 matches left. But the NNL have said all matches must be concluded by the 28th of this month. But Ben Nation has got 2 matches left. 1 against Gia Tete away, and then 1 against Joy Comet also away.
Okay. No. Yeah, I'll be Arsenal fans, but that Chelsea match where they say they will beat Arsenal. We are surprising that tomorrow, maybe the same. We are surprising. No, that's Fred be the home away this year, and so we will see to.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Wada.
Thank you. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, KU Sports. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Jude at the line.
Jude, welcome.
For Manchester City, good one for them. Now that started our season, now for medium is just like a new formality. And that shows to all of us that they don't need a return to win this league. Manchester City is going to be a force to record with this season. And I think she watch out for them. If Chelsea can win back to back, just as they did 2018 and 2019. And the playing Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain. And for the good one.
Which one?
Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's Exodus from Lookwater.
Exodus, go on.
Yeah. Okay, so Liverpool, what was our score today?
2-0.
2-0. Okay, so the scorer.
Huh?
The scorers.
Diego Jota and Sadio Mane.
Okay, thank you. Please play me Liverpool so that to lay the foundation for the season.
You should have done that last week now. You should have laid foundation for the season. When I done the second floor, that's foundation. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, Brian.
Good evening.
I want to mention well done so much for the work on the did today. I really appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Okay, very much. This WWE is something you don't make us understand that script. No matter if you're like, you know, the interesting again. I don't just know why.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Saying I know you didn't listen to script.
You know, when you don't like this.
Wait. But my brother, you they watch films, you they watch movies.
Definitely, I watch that.
But you know, say all those guns, what did they shoot? All the things what happen. You know, say nobody they die for film, abi.
Yeah, I know.
But why when you see trailer of film, you they still go watch them? But you already know say
you know, say like this one, we don't know before now, so we don't know for one season maybe man. Nari until when at later on we come to hear. So this just come begin the loss from our side. I don't understand. Oh, you can go ahead. But I want to understand. We really enjoy our show. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, this is Nathaniel calling from Igba.
Great to have you, Nathaniel.
Yeah. First thing first, let me congratulate Team Nigeria doing very well at the championship. But there's something that I'm always concerned about. So, you know, say this our Nigerian professional league. It be like say nobody even they know wetin dey happen except say we just hear am for news and we check live score, those kind of stuff.
But now so you dey for no be so you dey follow all the other leagues before.
No, that one na before, but most of us now we dey watch am for we dey spend money to watch am.
Okay.
Now wetin we dey try talk be say why be say for Nigeria TV stations no dey show am free.
Now sponsorship.
You know I know they see am for most TV stations. All these Nigerian professional league and
they know they show am now. Now you know those things now you can't just show it. You need to have the rights to show it and to get the rights.
For Nigeria only again.
You have to now. National Sports Festival where they do for Edo State. You see say any station just carry am they show like that.
Why it be like that? Why it be like that? Because this thing I really believe if people they watch am free, like if it dey free for Nigeria, maybe other places if they pay for and they subscribe, but for Nigeria at least maybe they see they watch am.
For you think say people for England they watch in English Premier League free?
Well, for me now so me take am. I don't know, maybe no be like that.
No, but not be so easy. I know say na like that you think and normally
I believe all this kind if this thing they people they watch am for Nigeria say they watch am. You know say for Nigeria you know if tell person say you buy a ticket to go watch Enyimba you go happy. Well if you buy person ticket say may go watch Arsenal Chelsea now you go really love you forever.
But now because of our love for foreign things now, if not before when we know they watch Premier League, if give person mad ticket say Bender Insurance they play against ICC Stars, the person you go be like say you don't do Christmas early for them. You go one go watch.
What it can happen because this thing I think part of wetin we go take build ourselves for this country.
What happened to our country be that now? Before you know they hear how much be dollar, how much be pounds. But if you compare now, before Naira get value past dollar. But when we say now foreign things, we like everything you like.
Let's go back to investing in our own sport, our own football. Not before here, they call the buy our player, they come out.
That's so.
Now some be just I be Liverpool fan confirm and I say this season I will leave the EPL. Okay. Record down, maybe you know say by the time it happen, I'll call again.
Okay, but you say what you do now. Now you want Nigerian league, now you say one Nigerian league, they know they show. But
no, seriously, me get Nigerian club where I support.
Okay.
Like I support Kwara United, confirm. Yes, I support Kwara United.
But now so it be unfortunately. Even when you go see even state governors. Our governor and Abenda Insurance in the support too, but I know many state governors for Nigeria when they wear jersey of foreign clubs.
Imagine that. There was a time when we hear say some governor want go watch foreign matches.
They do it well. That one normal thing now. They do it well.
See, continuity for this same country. We will try to improve ourselves. We will try. At least when they invest, down the time they invest. Instead of they plan to they invest into. At least we the people they invest in all these Aqua United and the rest of. At least make they invest food. If they invest food, things go come up.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But normally, look, I know in case you are there, you're wondering, why are they not showing the Nigerian Professional Football League? Why are they not? Look, even if KUFM, if we were, in fact, people have even asked, why is it that when Ben Insurance are playing, you guys don't go there and run commentaries? We can't. We don't have the rights. You need to buy the rights. I can go to the stadium now and I'm reporting, I'm calling into the station. I'm telling you, okay, right now Ben Insurance is playing and Ben Insurance have scored 2 goals and that's different. But when you now go there, you set up your equipment and you are running the commentary from the beginning of the match till the final whistle. No, you cannot do that because KUFM does not have the rights. These things are, that's how it is all over the world. You've got to pay to acquire those rights. And that's why the English Premier League is so expensive. And that's why these cable channels that have the rights, it's so expensive to you because you must subscribe to get them. Okay, so that's how it works. But I believe that we can also make our Nigerian league. Look, Nigeria is not the only country that loves English football. In Egypt, the EPL is huge. The EPL is massive, especially since Mohamed Salah. Even before Mohamed Salah, people like Amir Zaki have played in the English Premier League. But in spite of how huge the English Premier League is in England, it doesn't take anything away from the Egyptian league. Al Ahly is still the best managed club in Africa. When Zamalek and Al Ahly plays, that Cairo derby, they bring officials from outside of it that are not Egyptians to come and handle that match because of the huge rivalry. They can actually even sign foreign. Well, even in the Nigerian Professional Football League, we've got foreigners, we've got Brazilians, we've got some players from other countries who are coming here. But it's not like what you have in Egypt or in some North African countries or in the South African League. So Ghana, they support the English Premier League. They follow English Premier League, especially with some of their players who are there, who have done great stuff. People like Michael Essien, the Ayew brothers, and Asamoah Gyan. And even before all of these ones, somebody like Anthony Yeboah, who played for Leeds United. You know, so they've supported the English Premier League for long. But when Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oaks are playing, Ghana stands still. So we, in spite of the fact that they support these foreign leagues, they still cherish their own. So we should also be able to do that here in Nigeria. Hello.
Yeah, I'm good evening,
Yeah, hi there. Victory, welcome.
Hi. Good evening, Sir.
Yeah, good evening, welcome. Victory.
Is it our address?
No.
Sir?
He's not here. What's that? It's not here.
He's on leave.
Okay. Firstly, I'll say big congratulations to the Nigeria contingent we have in Kenya being us proud. And this taking our minds off the embarrassment at the main Olympics a bit. They're doing what the other ones could not do. I'm happy. I wish them to win more medals and at least maybe stop the table at the end of the day. It's not impossible, although it's a bit difficult because we have Kenya there, but they can really do us proud. And for the match tomorrow, it's going to be difficult based on the history between Chelsea and Arsenal. Like, no matter how badly Arsenal plays, but when it comes to Chelsea, I don't know what inspires them. They become something else. But I don't know if it's going to work for them that way tomorrow. I just wish Chelsea not the best. They should just play calmly, try not to concede a goal. And I think they'll be able to beat Arsenal tomorrow. I know Arsenal fans are backing on the fact that they're not to beat Chelsea every time we meet. But tomorrow will be something different. So I see Chelsea getting a slim win. Sir, I would like to ask a question. If you were a coach, will you start Lukaku from the bench or from the beginning of the game?
I'll play him from the beginning. I mean, his feet is ready, and it's not like he's been idle. He's been playing, he's been training. So I'll play him. I don't see any reason why I should put him on the bench.
I was having an argument with someone. The person was like, Lukaku is just coming in. He needs to stay on the bench and study the game, study the league and all that. And I was saying that
it's not like Chelsea is not new to Lukaku. And I know, Anthony Tuchel is a new coach. They are new teammates. But great footballers, you should be able to link up. And I've seen Lukaku in training at Chelsea. I think he's ready to go. So I will play him from the beginning. I'm not going to... Anyway, you might not want to just disrupt the team and say, okay, let him start on the bench. Whichever one, but I see no reason. If it's like somebody that I know, okay, he's not fit, he's not been training, he's just coming in, okay, he needs time, I would definitely start him, not even play him, maybe until the next game. But since he's training, he's okay, he's fit, I'll play him from the start.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a new league. You have played most of these clubs before.
Exactly. He's somebody who knows the league. Yeah.
Okay. From the bench.
All right.
First of all, please just play me one of Mohamed Ali's quotes. I just want to listen to it.
No problem. We'll play it. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's go on this commercial. We'll be right back.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 or Lowell Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
Hey, say your body dey confirm with yo-yo bitters. You go dey wonder wetin e mean. Wetin e mean be say whether you dey take yo-yo bitters every day. Yo-yo bitters dey protection you against infections wey fit happen anytime. Na im be say you go dey take yo-yo bitters like food supplement abi medicine wey doctor give you. Na correct natural ingredients dey inside wey dey wash all yamayama. Ogbonge vitamins dey inside to help your body work well. E never finish o. Yo-yo bitters get minerals wey go boost your body immunity to fight sickness, disease and free radicals. Na im make am dey important to get yo-yo bitters for office, house and everywhere. Yo-yo bitters dey for liquid, gel plus including tablets. Make you quick go buy your own for pharmacy and medicine stores wey near you. Yo-yo bitters, make you dey clean inside out.
Are you looking for a place to study, work and remain after graduation? Looking for a place to study with affordable tuition or scholarship? Or studying without any interruption? Then this is your year. Admission is now open in Canada, UK, Ireland, USA, Germany, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Turkey and other countries. At Edu Abroad Educational Services Limited, we process your admissions and study visa with ease and peace of mind. For application, visit us today at Suite 35 Ede Shopping Plaza, 27 Apple Road opposite Observer, Benin City, or 133 Agua Road by Abo Park, Benin City. Telephone 0809 113 1759 or 0803 735 3156. Edu Abroad, your gateway to abroad.
And this time for Eternal Joy Royal Assembly, Edra, whether they call the Royals, and for this church, God, it's only little shot to big shot in a short time by his one. And this Sunday, we dey invite you, may you go worship with us for number 24, Upo Village Road, end of Limit Road, Benin City. And all our services say as follows. Tuesday at 5 p.m. That be Operation Rescue, your challenge with turn to testimony. And on Thursday, that be the Royal One Encounters Communion Service. And the time now 5 p.m. Come and encounter divine energy to fulfill your destiny. And the Ogbonge man of God, when you say bless us, now Pastor Moses Oyedele, the general overseer, your sorrow will turn to laughter, and your garment of shame will change to royal robe. And for inquiries, you feel green them for this number 090-3125-0240. Make sure say you tell somebody so that somebody go tell another somebody. Oh yeah, see me, see wonder.
Roll the carpet, smile up for the cell, play up everywhere. You done what that was the general pipe come true. Boundary adjustments, roll the carpet, red carpet everywhere. Waving the flag, season. Yeah, but your friend in me said there is the remedy for this free no me pedigree mother with no apology. Me gimmicks a philosophy. I'm into the amore, lyrical perfectionist. Me on like 2,000 degrees. If you not get with your critic, no point no chat to give a rich. Feel yourself but you want to no defeat. Never hurry, never afraid man. Yes indeed, never decrease or let's increase. Me jam family. We set on the record and we break it that way. We call on the shot and we bust for the year.